What up, guys? So today we are trying out the blocking Power Fist, and I think the Assault class has a few perks like Overcharge that really help out the Power Fist. Not to mention Active Attrition is just a really strong perk anyway. But here I am using Squad Cohesion to help with some jetpack slams, making sure that I have everything I need to make sure that the jump pack is pretty much fueled up, and it is a big source of damage for the Power Fist, to be completely honest. And that said, dude, the blocking Power Fist is a fun weapon. I really started to enjoy using this, but it's weird that the Power Fist blocking, the Power Fist blocking types, they don't all have consistent speed. In fact, the speed of the weapon gets slower when it goes to Artificer. I'm not too sure about Relic, and I found that odd. So, regardless, I think this was a good moment to try out the blocking Power Fist because this is a green rarity blocking Power Fist on Ruthless. And yes, that was a pretty nice slam, by the way. I did jump over the little gap there, and I'm doing my best to just line up some blocks. There was a nice blocking stack right there. And pretty much go for the blocking stack and get some slams in. I really enjoyed the weapon. That said, this is Ruthless. Using a green weapon on Ruthless is not something I would recommend. But I have been practicing with blocking quite a bit, so I really wanted to push the limits to see what the blocking Power Fist was capable of. And I think Decapitation is a good first operation to run. Since this is basically one of the first times that I'm using the blocking Power Fist, I felt like it was a good operation to go into because I knew the Tyrant's combos and also the Hive Tyrant fight. However, there, I'm getting absolutely destroyed. I'm pretty sure I got shot in the air or something, which is rough because I believe I'm using the perk here that makes the charge of the jump pack slam take a bit longer, but it does more damage. So that is a pretty good perk to use for sure. But yeah, I am at lethal health damage here, and here's a wave of majors to really just set me up. I threw a grenade, which was risky, but I thought I was going to be able to jump out of the way quick enough, but still, I have blocking, so I got my armor right back. Like, I really think the newest blocking buff to get 2 armor for the max stack attack, I feel like that was definitely a very useful perk to help blocking kind of, keep the user alive, basically. There, I got greedy. I heard the sound and I went for a block. There's another block. That is max stacks right there. It's super easy to get max stacks. Also, the pistol I'm using is pretty upgraded, which is nice. So overall, my DPS is actually not too bad. As long as I can get the max blocking stacks, I'm in a good spot with DPS for sure. I don't know why I'm not hitting the Ravener there, but look at that. Look at that Ravener use the ladder. Isn't that insane? That Ravener was like, all right, I'll just go up this ladder real quick, and it's just like, what? Like, dude, oh my god, that is insane. But yeah, I got max stacks back pretty fast. Was able to get that attack off, which is nice. I got my armor back, and I just keep rhyming. Max stacks is just funny. Okay, but I do have a stim. So it's nice to. Yeah, dude, this Ravener is just traveling all over the place. But yeah, I have a stim, so it's nice that I have some healing there. And yeah, as you can see, the blocking Power Fist, as long as you can get max stacks, is actually not bad. It's just weird that the Artificer version of this is slower. So, I don't know. I'll likely revisit blocking Power Fists. I am definitely trying out all of the types of blocking, or all the type of Power Fists for Assault, because I think this class has the best chance to get the job done with this weapon. Now, there was a crack grenade that hit a Minorus, and what was rough about that is he was about to jump right in my face. And I still was able to throw another crack grenade to get this Zoanthrope off the map, which is nice. And then there's only one left who can't use shield, so it's pretty easy to just take them down. Luckily, I did have a teammate who was shooting him as well. But yeah, we took out these 2 Zoanthropes. And what's really nice here is the fact that there's crack grenades right here. So I was able to get my grenades back. Big slam. Dude, honestly, I like slamming down with the power fist more than the chainsword. Not more than the hammer, but it's similar to the hammer where you actually like feel the impact. The chainsword is cool, but I just can't help but think that like most of the impact on the slam is just more, you know, your feet. Like it doesn't feel like the sword is breaking any ground there. I know that's very nitpicky and not something that's a common criticism of that. Oh yeah, there it is, Ruthless Decapitation. Those are the team perks, and yes, we have a teammate who's not using a team perk who's level like 13 or 11. One of those, so that's rough. So that's rough. But hey, that said, we made it this far through Decapitation. And, you know, seeing that it is Ruthless, you will see moments like this where I don't get any blocking stacks besides, yeah, there was one blocking stack there, but it wore off. So yeah, here I'm just swinging. And dude, yeah, see, the attack speed on this weapon is perfectly fine. There's really no reason why the Power Fist should be slower with an upgraded blocking Power Fist. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, the Artificer version of the blocking Power Fist is slower than this green version. Like, I don't even know what that does to overall DPS. And I'm not too sure if that's a bug. Let me know in the comments if that's a bug, but it's kind of funny that if it is a bug, that it is displayed perfectly on the stat card of, you know, yeah, this weapon's slower for whatever reason. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do when I get to Relic Power Fist. Honestly, once I hit Ruthless, I knew I was going to be able to use this weapon to grind it to Artificer, so I was able to, you know, tackle Ruthless with a green blocking Power Fist, and I thought that was kind of an interesting spot for the weapon, by the way. Like, the Power Fist isn't great, but I feel like the Assault class is just such a good melee class that I was able to, like, make it work. And I guess it's something I might want to revisit with Bulwark as well. Last time when I used the Power Fist, it was a blocking Power Fist with the Bulwark, and it was kind of awkward. Oh yeah, here we just have another weird Ravener. Dude, these Raveners, man, they can just go anywhere. I think this one got into the doors right before they closed. But yeah, we were able to take that out. But here's the thing. This is a Hive Tyrant fight, and that's a big slam. I do have 2 stims, and you saw the damage there. That is a green Power Fist with the slam attack, so I thought that was really interesting. I don't know why I get so greedy with the blocks. I just go for them. But still, I have 2 stims. 2 stims is a good spot to be in with the Hive Tyrant. I was going over here to see, you know, get some ammo, see what type of grenades they had. Luckily, they did have a crack grenade, which I'm pretty sure I used once since the last time we saw these. I've gotten pretty used to using these for certain operations, especially this one. Like the Hive Tyrant fight, it is not uncommon for me to jump into this fight with a handful of heals and either some, you know, some like frags or like frag grenades or like some cracks, something like that, you know what I mean? So regardless, the Hive Tyrant fight can still be kind of rough. Decapitation I thought was a good difficulty for what I was trying out here. Even though my overall DPS is helped by the fact that I do have a strong secondary weapon with the secondary weapon damage buff, which is nice. So I didn't always need to ground slam to get some DPS or get max stacks. And honestly, if it wasn't for the speed changes for the blocking Power Fist, I think the blocking Power Fist is actually a pretty good weapon. I just genuinely think that they need to readjust some of the Power Fist stats in for Artificer and maybe for Relic as well. That having a Power Fist that slow is not going to be something that helps out the weapon in higher difficulties. Like, if you wanted to use a blocking Power Fist for Ruthless, I genuinely suggest just trying out the green one. It was doing enough damage. That said, with this class specifically, there was a good dodge right there. See, I always wait for the last second to try to dodge that charge attack, but as we've seen in this channel, you know, nobody plays perfectly, and I've had been hit with that charge before, getting really greedy with the dodges, because that charge should be the easiest one to get a perfect dodge on. But it is very satisfying to get perfect dodges, especially on those sword swings. The Hive Tyrant's such a cool fight, man. I could fight the Hive Tyrant all day. This is probably like my 20th or maybe even 30th or 40th Hive Tyrant fight, and I'm trying out something new with the blocking Power Fist, and there I was able to get the stun on the Hive Tyrant to stop the AoE attack, and that was also a lot of damage right there. With the grenade, with the slam, I did not hit max stacks, but as long as I was able to get ground slams with the jump pack here, I was able to get some good damage on the board. And it's crazy, this is not even a maxed out Power Fist. It's literally a green Power Fist. Like, boom, that's nice damage for a melee attack, basically. So, it's pretty wild. We were able to get down, we were able to take down Ruthless, Decapitation pretty easily. I don't know about pretty easily, but see, we ended up getting like 8k melee damage. The tactical and the Vanguard there put up a lot of damage. So that was nice. That was probably nice. We had a good team. So there's that. A good team, you know what? A good team can make it easy, I guess. Nah, that was a good run. Good run. I like the blocking Power Fist.